Let's go!
We need no longer fear the banana.
Does it work on all fruit?
What about salads?
Tractor beam activated. It's pulling us in. Oh no! Boom.
Yeah, not like that, but yeah.
Right.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a new fun thing.
I can promise you that if anyone comes at you or tries to take you down, I'm gonna mess them up first.
Everybody does it sometimes. I went to town on myself this morning. That's why I look so relaxed right now.
God, this whole ship is gross.
Hobo clowns are the most dangerous because they're hungry.
I am awaiting my dinner. This has caused me to become displeased.
Shut up, Wesley.
Hey, man, I'm on your side. I always knew Isaac was a scumbag. Only had one thing on his mind, that guy. You're better off without him.
Oh my God. Oh God, my God. It's so good. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. That is so good.
I would be happy to attempt sexual relations with you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Yeah, you look like the guy who's on the list because you know the DJ.
Hey, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Lachlan's, many of them, ready to be adventurous.
Boom, that's what I'm talking about.
It's true, he was just talking about that.
Really? This is my job? How did I win at life? But I did. I won. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sweet emotion.
I wish to bring you erotic pleasure. Let us experience this sexual event. Now entering Glory Hole.
Egotastic FunTime.
Hey gang, I'm JP and welcome back to the Talking the Orville live show. Splosion! Jaloja, everyone. It's going to be an incredible time tonight hanging out with all of the people that you love, because all those people that you love the Orville, the show that has brought us all together. And we are here tonight to talk about it. The 25th century crew from that utopian future out there exploring, having adventures, people that we want to hang out with. We're going to talk about them. We're going to love them up together. We're going to love each other up a little bit too. We're going to get all in a big old pile at a Mocklin dirty place lagoon in our minds, not literally. That would be rude. So how are you guys doing tonight? Are you ready for the best damn time on the internet? The Orville time. You know what time it is? It's time to return to the dance, you guys. Get out of here, you troll. You happy troll. Let's see what we have. Let's see if YouTube's is being cooperative today. Ooh, very cooperative. What's going on? Archmage Frey, Axonar Comics, Bathmore, Christina, Cloud Sailing, Corey Kennedy, Crochet Kitty, Curtis Tate, Dan's Man, Dr. Scott Giles, Eric, He, Him, Izelle, Garney, Licious, Gobi Thoth, Herb Bluntman, James Rosenblum, Joel Diaz, Kalon Primary, Kathia Star, Paz McGraws, Phil Harwell. I know Phil Harwell's name. What was up with that, JP? Philip Baca, Rob Crawford, and Stephen Klein. And there are more here too. I see your names here. What's going on, Philip? What's going on, Jesper? Matthew Smith, Carlos, Roman. You guys are amazing. Hey, Phil Harwell, thank you very much. Shouldn't have done that since I paused during your name.
We need no longer fear the banana.
Does it work on all fruit?
What about salads?
Does it? Does it work on all fruit? Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy. Little Ren and Stimpy reference there. Joel Diaz says, the troll reminds me of the dancing baby from Ally McBeal. Oh my God, I remember that now. Well, I remember the dancing baby being, a thing on the internet. One of the first viral things, and then they used it on Ally McBeal. A lot of places were using the dancing baby. Just kind of like how everyone else is doing the flossing dance right now, even though that joke is so crazy outdated. But lots of shows are using that joke as if it's a new thing. That's the first indicator, though. Oh, you're getting lazy with the writing, because that joke is old. Don't you guys agree? Want to see JP do the Mocklin dance? Oh, the Mocklin dance? We must return to the dance! Jaloja, everyone. Mysterica, how you doing? Roman says, the guy who got into the club because he knew the DJ. Joel Diaz says, I love the shout out. The first meme. Crochet Kitty. There should be a movie, a documentary about that called The First Meme. All about memes, but it's really about the first meme, which is the dancing baby. Or would you say it was peanut butter jelly time? Peanut butter jelly time was a pretty OG meme. What's up, Jonathan Perez? How you doing? What's anal floss, says Rob Crawford. I want to hang out with Stargate personnel, namely Mr. McKay, Dr. McKay. He didn't go to school all those years to be called Mr. Dr. McKay. Any engineers here tonight? I got a question. Kathia Star's got a question for you engineers. Dan Crane, JP, watching your earlier segment today and noticed my notification bell was turned off. Are you aware of this? No, I'm not aware of it, but that's part of the YouTube shenanigans that are always going on. Makes it very tough. They will uncheck bells for you, which makes it really hard for channels that you follow, to show up, so you get a notification, so you can watch the channel that you follow. They do that stuff all the time. It makes it really tough. I bet you if I was subscribed to the Late Late Show YouTube channel and I had the bell clicked, that it would never be unchecked without my knowledge. But that's something that happens often. Sometimes you will be unsubscribed from a channel. I watch Boogie2988 quite a bit. A video or two a week, couple a month, not all the time. I'm not always interested in the topics. But I watch a lot of Boogie, and they unsubscribed me from his channel. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I watch it all the time. And I can imagine they doing that for a channel that I just never engage with, but I always engage with that one. Kalon Primary, what's going on?
Tractor beam activated. It's pulling us in. Oh no!
Okay, first, I need a way to contact you so I can yak about the advert stuff I want to do for you. I sent you an email a bit ago. I'll have to check and see. I remember you talking about emails. I can't remember if I received the email or not. But my business, the Egotastic email is Egotastic FT. FunTime, egotasticft@gmail.com if you got some business stuff you want to talk about. Otherwise, Twitter, all that great stuff is a great way to attempt to get my attention. Roman says, they do to me with your channel as well. Wow, that started sounding a little frisky there for a second, the way I read it. They do that to me with your channel as well, all the time, JP. It's hard to get ahead in this world, you guys. Now, you might notice something a little bit different about today's stream. I'm standing up. I went ahead, even though I didn't really have the money, but I thought it was important to spend the money. I got one of those elevated desk things. You press the button and it goes up and down. They have one at Costco for a pretty damn decent price. Pretty slick. And I've had my eye on it for about 3 or 4 months, and I finally said, you know what? All this sitting down is really bad, because all the filming, editing, writing, all that stuff is really bad. So now this week I've been editing standing up, writing stuff standing up. I still sit down sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta sit down. But I figured, hey, I need to be healthy. This is a great way to be healthier and get that mojo working. So, when I was preparing, when the opening countdown was playing, I'm here like this, going, yeah, listen to the music, because I actually love that opening song. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love it. Shaka when the Jaloja fell, Stephen Klein. All right, Lieutenant Dan Sweetness. Boy, you guys there's a ton of you here today. Okay, I got a couple of updates, loose updates for the Orville Season 3. As we know, they're moving to Hulu. We've talked about this. We know this. It's still a Fox show, but they're moving to Hulu, which is going to be a huge benefit. First off, the show's not getting canceled, which is great. We'll probably get more seasons than we were going to get. Longer episodes, unfettered episodes. All great stuff. The fandom lives on, and we're going to have a lot more adventures thanks to Hulu. But from what Seth MacFarlane said recently in an interview, it looks like it's going to be 13 episodes, which is what Season 1 and Season 2 were. They're both 13 episodes, but one was a carryover, so we actually got 12 in Season 1 and 14, but really it's supposed to be two 13-episode seasons. And this season is supposed to also be 13 episodes. Minimum, we could get one more episode, but I really doubt it. He says that by the time he gets to the end of a 13th episode, as far as writing and creating goes, he just hits a brick wall, and he's like, I can't do anymore. This is all I can do. Plus, with today's audiences and the competition, every episode needs to be a little movie. It's not like 90s Star Trek days, which actually 90s Trek was actually a pretty inexpensive show to produce, and somehow they're able to crank out all those episodes. But the Orville is like a little mini movie. A lot of shows are like little mini movies now. Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, all that stuff. They're not cheap, super high quality. You can't even get more than 13 episodes finished nowadays, which is why a lot of the big shows barely do that many episodes anymore, and the Orville is no different. Dan Crane, thank you very much.
That's what I'm talking about right there on that phone.
Any travel plans coming up? No, Dan Crane. I'd love to have travel plans. I did have some plans. I wanted to go visit my family in October. My brother is having a child, not out of his boy wiener, but his girlfriend's girl wiener. They're having a baby come out of it, and I wanted to go visit. It's the first baby in our family. My mom is ecstatic. And I planned on doing that for a while now, but I'm like, ooh, channel's not doing so hot, so I better just keep working at the channel, get those bills paid, get that rent paid, and not worry about trips, unfortunately. It'll just be a dream. Just be a dream that I'll have of traveling. We'll go travel big someday. Go visit the family. Yay. Kalon Primary.
Yeah, not like that, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just like that. Second, sorry all for the delay on Kalon Primary videos. I have a couple videos I need to do for my Politics City channel. Then I'll get to it. I completely understand Kalon Primary. I am always, especially in the month of August, I've challenged myself to put out 2 videos a day, every single day in the month of August, give or take the first couple days, because I didn't really come up with the idea yet, to kick my booty in gear and try to build the channel and get those views and, you know, pay bills and all that stuff. Today, I put out a video earlier today. It wasn't even the video that I thought I was going to do. And then today's the stream, so that counts as 2 videos. Tomorrow, I should have 3 videos up. An interview that I did today with Alec Peters from Axonar. It's going to be the very first Egotastic Talks series. It's a new installment of Egotastic FunTime where we do interviews. So I have an interview with Alec Peters talking about Axonar, talking about Star Trek, talking about this new Star Trek Endeavor. I said Endeavor. I know that sounds like a ship. It is a ship. But no, it's an Endeavor that has to do with Star Trek, etc. museum auction. There's an auction where everybody can, we can all bid on really high quality, big time Star Trek stuff. I'm talking like Ron Perlman's costume from Nemesis and hundreds of other things. I'm going to release that tomorrow. I was working on it. I was editing it for a few hours today, and should have that up sometime tomorrow. But also 2 Orville videos I'm going to be putting up tomorrow. Some Orville news, talking about the episode count, the move to Hulu, all the benefits, answer some questions about international viewing, and then also I got some other Disney, Fox, Hulu, Orville news video to talk about as well. So I'm going to try to put out 2 videos tomorrow. Well, 3 videos. Alec Peters and 2 Orville adjacent videos. And then we'll see what happens on Saturday as well. Also, tomorrow, it's going to be a tight schedule. Very tight schedule. I want to do our next Netflix watch party, which I wanted to do it tomorrow. I'll put a call out. I'll put a big old advertisement out of when exactly day and time it's going to happen. We're going to be watching together Amok Time, an original series Star Trek episode that you might be familiar with. And actually, I think it was Gary from Nerdrotic. He mentioned something. He said there is no original series. There's Star Trek, and then there's Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Enterprise, and that's it. Maybe Star Trek Picard. We'll have to wait until we see Star Trek Picard before we claim it as Star Trek. So right now that one's on the fence. And then there's some other show that I think kind of takes place in a universe that was not in Star Trek. In the Star Trek universe, I can't remember what it's called. You guys, sorry about that. When is the Orville ride opening at Disneyland? Oh, next week. It actually opens next week. It's called the P Corner Cups. It's a P Corner Cup ride where you're in these P Corner Cups and you're spinning around because you're slipping on all the pee. A Muppet time. What's up, Lone Puppy? Hey, JP, maybe you could build a mobile studio kit for your travel days. I'd love to do that. I would need a laptop. I would need a laptop to get that going, but also I can't get a laptop because if I'm going to spend money on a computer, I got to replace the computer that we're currently using to stream this stream. Star Trek Pike. Now, interesting about Star Trek Captain Pike. a lot of us are thinking because right around the time, a little bit before they started filming Star Trek Picard, Star Trek did register a name of a new series that they're working on. Of course, who knows if they're just registering every single name they could think of, so that if somebody else uses it, they can say, "Oh, that's ours, fool." They registered right before Picard. They started working on Picard, a show called Star Trek Destiny, and we were all thinking, "Oh, the new Picard series might be called Star Trek Destiny," which kind of makes sense, especially now that we know it's probably about him getting aromatic syndrome, just like he did at the end of All Good Things. But now we're starting to think, oh, that might be their plans for the Star Trek Captain Pike series, Star Trek Destiny, another STD, unfortunately. Because, first off, the only show people have been fans of CBS Trek have actually, been asking for, been wanting, are excited about, that is a product from Discovery, I think that's what that show is called, is Captain Pike series. And as we know, at the end of season 2, it was all about Captain Pike learning his destiny. Captain Pike knows about his destiny, and it's sealed in stone, which doesn't make any sense. Just because he takes the thing, oh, that means your destiny is going to definitely end up that way. That doesn't make any sense, especially if he knows his own destiny. That's just magical thinking, which has no place in Star Trek. But anyway, so it might be the Captain Pike series. If they do it, they probably will. Might be called Star Trek Destiny. Now, of course, they have another series that they registered called Star Trek Prodigy, which a lot of people are thinking is what the new, because Prodigy is a kid. Prodigy means really smart-brained kid. And they're thinking the new Nickelodeon animated series might be called Star Trek Prodigy. Because that's about kids too, you guys. Will Disney Plus have all the classic animated movies? I believe so. Let me give you a little heads up of one of the videos that I'm going to be working on tomorrow. It has to do with Disney Plus, which is Disney, which owns Fox, which owns the Orville. Fox owns Hulu, and Disney owns Fox, and Disney's going to be buying out, I can't remember, maybe it was Viacom's shares of Hulu, so Disney will basically also be Hulu. Disney Plus, when it comes out in November, it's going to be offering one of their bundle packages, Disney Plus, which will have all the Disney stuff, all the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel stuff, and a bunch of all the stuffs, as well as all the new Marvel shows that are coming out, and all the new, and I'm not saying movies, which they will have, but shows, actual series, and of course the new Star Wars series that are coming out, like The Mandalorian, I think is going to be their day one. Disney Plus, which is going to be $6.99, which is a great deal. I'm canceling Netflix. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN will be a bundle offered by Disney Plus for $12.99. $12.99. You get Disney Plus, Hulu, and Sports Ball, which some of you might like. It's time to cancel television, you guys. And actually, I did that a decade ago, but I think I'm going to cancel Netflix too. So we're actually getting to the point where we're going to start saving money on all these streaming services. There's lots of bundles you can get nowadays, which is really good. But yeah, $12.99 for all of that. That's cheaper than what I pay for Netflix. Roman says, JP, what if Picard, the Capitan, they remember in Capitan of a new, Stargazer. Okay, what if Captain Picard, they remember, is captain of a new Stargazer? Okay, because there is a theory going out right now that perhaps the ship that Captain Picard and his renegade crew have in the new Star Trek Picard series, it might actually be the Stargazer, which of course Captain Picard was the captain of. It was his first command. He took over the Stargazer years ago when the captain of the Stargazer was killed. He became active captain and did such a good job that Starfleet promoted him to official captain. He was the captain of the Stargazer for like 22 years, before Enterprise, you guys. That's important to remember. So that was a good chunk of his life. Just as important as his life on the Enterprise. Well, you know, more importanter stuff probably happened on Enterprise. So someone has a theory that, oh, maybe it's the Stargazer. I kind of like what you're saying there. That's a new Stargazer. But also, I don't know, because the Stargazer is a big old ship with the crew. I don't know if Picard has a full crew in this show, in this series. It seems to me like he has a band of renegades that he put together. He's putting the band back together. He has a small crew. I don't think they'd be able to handle whatever class starship the Stargazer was, or even what a new Stargazer was. But I like the idea. I just don't think they're going to have enough of a complement to get a ship like that going. I would think that it's going to be a much smaller ship. Oh yeah, Joel Diaz, Pluto TV. I've used Pluto a bunch of times. That's a great way to get some TV. I mean, it's not like the latest shows, but it has lots of shows that you're familiar with. What does the ship be called in USS Picard? I don't think we know yet. I might be a couple days behind as well on any Star Trek news, because I've been working on Orville stuff and other things. That's stuff for the channel. So I haven't been keeping up on it the last day or two. I don't think the name has been released. I think they're going to keep that as a surprise. But if it is a Stargazer, or maybe it's not a Stargazer, an old one or a new one, maybe it's a ship and Picard renames it, gives that his little ship, whatever they're using, a new name, and he calls it the Stargazer, because there's going to be some, oh, it reminds me of back in the day when blah, blah, blah. Let's call it Stargazer. Art Fusco, thank you very much.
Oh, wow. Sweet emotion.
Stargazer would be nice, but he's not the captain. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be the captain. I don't even think it's going to be that type of situation. This isn't a Starfleet situation. He is not in Starfleet, and this mission that he's on is not a ranking mission. I think he gets a bunch of people together to follow him into the abyss on this mission that he's taking upon himself to do. This can very much be a renegade mission, a band of misfits. I do know that one lady, that's the African American lady, I guess she is. Apparently she's a character that's, I don't know what her relationship is. I don't know what any of their relationships are to Picard, but I think there's some sort of history there. She's going to be like the tough one, the military one, the kick butt one, but she has an abuse problem, a substance abuse problem. An abuse problem is a very different thing. I'm sure the dude that's the pilot, I'm sure that he's basically Han Solo. That blonde girl, I'm guessing she's Wesley Crusher. I do know that Vulcan with the long hair is basically Picard's guard. He's a religious Romulan that has been put in charge of protecting Picard by this sacred religious not Vulcan, Romulan order. He's sworn to protect Picard at all costs, because I guess there's a lot of Romulans that absolutely love Picard, because Picard basically saved Romulus, or saved the Romulan people. I don't know if it was he saved them from the disaster of Shinzon, or if he saved them after their planet was destroyed, and they probably were like all pissed off and shaving their heads and putting tattoos on their faces, going, ooh, we want revenge for something that has nothing to do with anybody, it's just nature. But anyway, ooh, we're gonna get you guys. Oh, the Orville goodie bag. Get with it, JP. That's right. Hey, Schwartz, how you doing? The USS Depends. That's amazing. That deserves a Jaloja for everybody. Everyone here's a Jaloja, divided amongst yourselves. So yes, absolutely. I forgot all about that. Thank you very much. If you watched my video today, I got sent a mystery goodie bag of Orville stuff from the Orville. I was like, what? That's amazing. What's inside? So a couple things that they sent were 2 packs of the Orville trading cards, which we're going to open up here in just a second. What if we get some collector stuff inside? What if there's a signature card in there? They would have no idea. They're just grabbing random packs when they send it to me. But what if there's some goodie stuff in those packs to go along with my Captain Mercer card? Now, of course, you guys, this is up for grabs right now for the month of August for Patreon appreciation. If we get 20 patrons this month, we already got like 3, I think, today or yesterday. If we get 20, one of the patrons, whoever's active in August, that's in the $5 or higher tier, the Geloja Squad tier, will win. Will be put into a raffle to win this. But of course, all patrons of all tiers in August to respond to the link below, you can just comment on the post on Patreon, will be entered to win a 72 card base set. So if you want the chance to win that this month, all you got to do is respond to the post. The link is down below, and just be a patron for this month. But anyway, the Orville sent me a couple of these stickers, which are the majority rule stickers from Corbin FX, who created that really awesome Orville model, 36-inch model. We got the 2 packs of cards. We got from Tom Constantino, we got this awesome picture with autographs from Brooke Noska, Tom Constantino, and Lex Kassar. This is actually the model, so that's a good, whoa. And then Tom and Lex is the concept artist for the show. Did you like all the visuals in the episode Home? Well, he designed all that stuff. He created that with his brain, you guys. And actually, I already have both of these gentlemen, Tom and Lex, signed up to come on the show. We're going to be doing an Egotastic Talk episode with each of these gentlemen. 1 episode each. No repeats. So that was amazing. Of course, I'm really excited, even though it's a little thing. It's something that's right up my alley. An Orville pin. I don't think you can you see it? The Orville pin. It's going to go in I have a hat. I have my pin hat. This is my pin hat, which I put pins in it already. I got a Tulsa pin, boombox pin, a kitty in a dinosaur costume pin, and the moon, the freaking moon, you guys, and that's going to go into that hat. I'm all about pins. And then, of course, the Fils de la Resistance is, and I needed one of these because my old one, is all ripped apart. I got the pages over there all loosely because I was using it for research and I didn't want to have it in book form. I was like, I need to look at multiple stuff at one time for season 1. The World of the Orville, which I was excited about. I've been meaning to get one of these. A new one. Link down below if you want to get one for yourself. I was opening it up during the video. Got to be careful. And then I noticed, boom! That's what I'm talking about right there. What? Actually signed by Seth MacFarlane in blood. Not stupid ink, in blood, because that's how dedicated Seth MacFarlane is to the fandom. And this is actually an amazing book. I highly recommend picking this up if you want some really detailed information about the Orville. I'm talking ships, schematics, weapons, behind-the-scene pictures. It's an amazing book. I did put a link down there because I knew we were going to be talking about it. So I highly recommend getting that. And I don't have to get one now. I was going to get another one, and now I got it. And it's signed. JP, what happened to the Orville motorcycle jacket? That's on the other side of a door over there. I just don't leave the house much. I haven't had a reason to wear it. Plus, it's summertime. But yeah, maybe I'll start wearing them during the live shows. But of course, you won't even be seeing the... Oh, here's one problem with it. The shoulder, the epaulets that I bought are low quality, crappy. I don't like them. They weren't advertised what they were supposed to be, and they don't stay on. So I need to order like the legit ones and really work hard to get them to stay on the shoulders. And then it'll be ready. So right now, my Orville Motorcycle Club jacket vest is broken. So I need to work on getting that fixed. JP is well loved by Seth. Well, I don't know if I'm well loved by him, but I'm not hated. I do know that I used to drive him up the wall. He used to curse my name back in the day because I kept guessing a lot of surprises. And he'd be like, this damn egotastic guy. But then as time went on, he started realizing, hey, I love the show and I really want what's best for the show. So now apparently, you know, I doubt that he loves me, but he doesn't, or even like me, but he doesn't hate me. And that's good enough for me. Hey, Gobi Thoth.
Hey, man, I'm on your side. I always knew Isaac was a scumbag. Only had one thing on his mind, that guy. You're better off without him.
But did Bortus Geloja on anything? No, I smelled it. I didn't smell anything off-putting. So I'm pretty sure that's Geloja-free. Unfortunately, a Geloja-free goodie bag. What's up, Julia Gamby? Latchcomb. Latchcomb. USS McFarlane. Hell yeah, Steven. If the Orville is not going to be on regular TV, then that's it for me. Steve, I understand, but let's just put a pin in it for right now, because no matter what, the Orville wasn't going to be back even on TV until fall of 2020. So let's see where we all are in the fall of 2020 and see if we still feel that way. You might be enjoying season 3 of the Orville yet. Also, Hulu does give a 1 month free trial, so you can just wait till all the episodes are put out, or you know, most of the episodes are put out and you only got a couple episodes left. You can get that free trial, catch up on the season, and then watch the other 2 episodes with us as they're coming out, and you'll be all caught up and part of the excitement, because most of us are going to the 25th century for season 3, and I hate for you to be left behind. But I understand what you're saying, but it's a long time for now. And like I've said before, we don't even know if the world's going to exist 1 year from now, to be honest. You can watch it on Showbox. Now, of course, another thing that's going to be in the video I'm putting out tomorrow, information-wise, is internationally, Canada, Australia, Europe. The show, season 3, should be available in the same places season 1 and season 2 were available. That's what Seth MacFarlane has said. That's how he understands it. But the exact confirmation of that being true, we're still waiting on the exact confirmation. But I do know that it is confirmed. Like Canada, for instance, season 3 will be airing on City TV, I believe it's called. And then Australia will be again airing on Viceland, which is, man, that sounds like a hardcore channel. If it's all about Viceland, about vices. Yes, Herb Bluntman. Oh, you can wait, because we're going to be talking about it the whole time. Now, they're saying, and this is one of the reasons that it wasn't working for network television, because the network television, you have to have your show ready when they've slotted it for you. And apparently, from what I learned today, Fox, their slot for the Orville mid-season run was actually in January. They wanted the show back in January, but season 3 is so big. Season 2 was big, but season 3 is going to be bigger, and a lot bigger stuff going on in season 3. They are going to be dealing specifically with the repercussions of Isaac, what Isaac did in season 2. So Seth MacFarlane knew, he's like, I'm not going to have this show ready by January. Are you insane? And Fox is like, well, that's just how network television works. And he's like, okay, so, we might be able to have it in, the aim is to have it by the fall, which actually I prefer. But he says they also might have it a little bit earlier. So it might actually be out in late summer. So the show might be back by late summer, but probably no later than fall of 2020. But it might be the summer of 2020, which Hey, that's good. I thought it was going to be even longer than both of those times. I was thinking winter of 2020, but we don't have to wait that long. Brian Dawkins says City TV in Canada still owns the rights. Yeah, internationally, it's all going to be where it was before. But also, you guys, Disney Plus is wanting to spread Hulu out internationally as well. So it might be available just like it was before on television internationally, but also Hulu will exist internationally by the time it comes out. So you'll be able to rewatch it or watch it for the first time on Hulu internationally after you've watched the live version, just like we've been doing. A lot of you, including myself, have watched both seasons of The Orville on Hulu. That's how I watched them. That's why I did the live shows, because I wasn't watching the episodes during the live shows, the pre-shows. I was watching them on Hulu. Oh, that is such a good question, Crochet Kitty. Croquet and crochet are two very different things. Both involve sticks, though. JP, do you think they will have an episode where Isaac will visit Earth? I say they could, because it'd be good drama. Isaac shouldn't visit Earth. He is like, Isaac is basically, imagine, they cloned Hitler, right? They cloned Hitler, but the clone of Hitler doesn't have those memories, doesn't know all the bad things. Clone Hitler is a very nice guy. He's an artist. He doesn't have an angry bone in his body. But if you take the clone of Hitler to Earth, everyone's gonna be like, "What? F you, dude!" Even though he didn't do anything. So now Isaac did do some stuff though. But that's gonna be what he would get mobbed. He would get torn apart if they brought him to Earth. What if they want to bring him up on charges? I don't think they're going to do that, because it was kind of all worked out at the end of Identity. Hey, let him stay with us. He's going to be giving us information. But the people of Earth aren't going to know that. They're going to be following their guts. Hey, my family's dead thanks to your people. Thanks to you, bud. I am so angry at you, Isaac. So, yeah, it'd be some good drama. I just don't know. I don't know if they'd be able to wrap up that kind of drama. I'm guessing that Isaac is going to have to be dealing, not necessarily from the crew of the ship so much, but anybody outside of the ship who doesn't understand probably hates Isaac, and there's probably terrorist groups out there trying just to take him down and find him and kill him and or torture him, though I don't know how you would do that, to get information and get revenge, basically. So that's something that even in this utopian future, that's just something humans have inside them. So I'd like to see how they deal with that. And apparently in season 3, they're going to be dealing a lot with stuff like that from what production is saying. Julia Gamby, thank you very much.
Everybody does it sometimes. I went to town on myself this morning. That's why I look so relaxed right now.
God, this is
Latchcomb to you, Julia Gamby. I appreciate that. You're helping keep the lights on. Helping the internet stay on so I can do my researches and type things up and post them on the interwebs. I appreciate it very much, Julia. Herb talking to Steve. Absolutely. Anson Mount was the best thing in season 2 of Discovery. Yeah, I agree. Anson Mount was the best thing. Captain Pike, though, writing-wise, there were some issues with Captain Pike. Not necessarily from Captain Pike, but with the way he was treated. And but Anson Mount was great. Like I've said before, he felt like he was visiting Discovery from Star Trek. And I would love to check out a Captain Pike series. The only thing I'm worried about is CBS has screwed up that part of the timeline. They've absolutely screwed it up. So I don't know how they would do it without getting a lot of the same complaints that they've already been getting from Discovery, that I don't think they're necessarily going to be getting with the Picard series, because Picard series takes place 20 years later. We don't know anything about that era as far as series and movies go. You can say comic books. Hey, those are the comic books. That's a different thing. Though apparently you got to read a comic book just to get caught up on all the backstory with the new Picard series. We'll see how true that is. And I think they're calling it Countdown, just like it was called Countdown before the 2009 Star Trek movie. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, I'd be up for a Captain Pike series just because Pike Anson Mount was so good. I just was really worried that CBS doubling down, is that even a phrase? Doubling down on that era is bad news. But they got they built all that, they built the Enterprise, so they got to use it, and the short treks aren't going to bring in the money to recoup what they spent on building those sets. So I would actually be up for it. I would love to get some more character. I would love to get number one, Rebecca Romijn. I'd love to get her. Now, I'd love to get more of her character. We kind of got robbed. We were all very interested in they introduced number one in Discovery in season 2, and we're like, oh, she's really cool. She's cool. She's a cool person. Let's go on some adventures with her and the Enterprise crew. And they did nothing with her. She's like, oh, I like hot dogs. And that was about it. And we're going to get some, more of number one and Spock in the next short trek, which I believe is called Chaos Theory. It'd be okay. I don't think anything's going to happen except for number one and Spock get caught in a turbolift and have a very long conversation. And that's about it. Just some exposition. Kung Fury, with Kirk and Pike fighting it out. Oh, is Rhonda here? Rhonda, what are you doing? There she is. She says, hi, honey. Hi, Rhonda. What you doing? Bryce Stoss says, JP, who are you to determine the next course of evaluation for Starfleet? I'm more qualified than CBS. I don't quite understand that question, but hey, it's say your words. Say your words. I like them. Hey, what's up, THX1101? Is Disco coming back for a third season? Absolutely it is. They're working on it right now. They're filming it right now. Thanks for bringing that up. So in the third season, which I doubt comes out anytime soon. Picard is slated to come out early 2020, so I'm guessing January, maybe February, probably January. They'll have enough of it ready. I'm guessing season 3 of Discovery will not come out at least for a few months after Picard series is done, because they want to, if they hold it out, if Picard series is finished, all 10 episodes, and if they hold it out for a few more months before Discovery comes, that's more likely that people that are interested in that will keep their subscriptions between those middle months, and that's just extra money. Update, I just got an email 5 minutes before this stream, before I started this stream, that my CBS subscription, which I canceled a week or so ago, in a video, I can't remember exactly what day, got an email that it's all completely finished. I no longer have access to CBS All Access, but it doesn't matter. I wasn't using it anyway. If I watched more TV, I'm sure there would be things that I would watch on it, like I don't know, Late Show, or late night talk show, James Corden or something like that. But hey, I can just watch that on my antenna. Oh, but season 3 of Discovery is going to see them 1,000 years in the future. At the very end, in the finale of season 2, they went through that wormhole or whatever. Burnham is in that dumb time machine suit going, oh, psychedelic baby. And she goes through that time vortex or black hole or whatever, and Discovery is right behind her. And so apparently what's going to happen, just like in 2009 Star Trek movie, they all get thrown in the future, but she gets thrown not as far into the future. The crew is 1,000 years in the future. She's like couple hundred years in the future. Somebody said 100 years in the future. Please do not do that, because that puts her right in the Picard series timeline. That cannot happen. That is a huge mistake. Do not do that, CBS. because it's going to bite you in the ass. But I kind of like that, just like in Star Trek 2009. Spock went through that black hole. The Romulan miner ship went right after him, but because they went at slightly different times, Spock ended up, a certain amount of years in the past, and then no. The mining ship got there first, and then Spock showed up many years later. Even though they both went basically at the same time. Bryce says, "Oh, it's gonna happen." Oh, if you're talking about Michael Burnham showing up in the Picard series, it cannot happen. Because here's the thing: if the Picard series is great, which to me it does look great, it looks like it has the potential to be great at least. If people are loving it, if they're digging the show, and then all of a sudden Michael Burnham shows up, everybody's going to throw their remotes at the screen like, "You ruined it! How dare you! We were liking this!" And then, they went ahead and ruined it. They couldn't resist. So I hope they don't do that. It's going to be, it'll be the biggest mistake ever. And I've said this, you guys know, I'm looking forward to season 3 of Discovery because it's taking place out of Star Trek. It's far enough in the future where there's probably no Starfleet or anything out there, which would actually be incredible. Or maybe it'll have to do with the Time War. I have no idea. How many Spocks are there? My head is going to explode. I know. Well, you got regular Spock. You got alternate Spock from the 2009 movies. You got Mirror Universe Spock. There's probably also a Mirror Universe Spock from the Discovery universe, which is also an alternate universe, and so forth and so forth. I don't know. You got hipster Spock, haircut Spock, bearded Spock. There's no end. There's a lot of Spocks. I'm looking forward to season 3 of Discovery, never mentioning Spock again. Leave Spock alone. Jeez, he's been through enough. USS Spocktacular. Egotastic Spock time. So yeah, CBS, do not jack it up, okay? Because
CBS can suck my balls.
What? There's a German Spock on Facebook that is a dang good look-alike for sure. I mean, he nails it. Ooh, Mirror Universe Quark. There you go, Gobi Thoth. The Spockening. There can be only one. Spock ate my socks. Get some Spock socks. What's up, John Paul Fidel Gaming? Hi, JP. How are you? Oh, I'm okay. Just working on my show. Did a bunch of editing today on an interview with an accent art interview with Alec Peters. We're going to be doing the new Egotastic Talks, which should be up tomorrow for you guys to check out. Also, we'll be I already have lined up Lex Kassar from the Orville. He's actually working right now. He's one of the first people at the studio to get work done for concept art for season 3. And then also we're supposed to be getting Tom Constantino here on the show to do an interview as well. So we'll be chatting with them sometime this month. Do you think Seth will sing on the Orville? I think absolutely not. I think that's a little too meta. I don't think it's too meta. I think he thinks it's too meta. He doesn't want to, because he sings in real life. He puts out albums. He just got a new album that just came out. It'd just be a little too on the nose. Seth MacFarlane sings. Captain Mercer probably does not. But I want to know if Bortus is going to sing. And speaking of putting out albums, I don't have a link or anything like that, but I can't remember who puts it out, but you could go look at it. There's the Orville Season 1 soundtrack, which is actually 2 discs. It's amazing. I listen to it. It actually settles my nerves, and it's really cool. It's great music. But anyway, some vinyls just came out. There are Orville Season 1 soundtrack vinyls available to purchase right now. I can't remember the company. I haven't done a video about it, which I probably will do a video about it sooner than later. because that's amazing, you guys. Now I got to do is get the album and then go buy a record player and some speakers. I can just listen to it right now with my Amazon device. That's probably better. But it's not as cool. You can't put the record on the needle, JP. I know. That's okay. That's work. Mirror Quark gets murdered in DS9. Yeah, F that Mirror Quark. So if there's a Mirror Quark, doesn't that mean that there should be a Mirror Q? What is a Mirror Q like, you guys? Or is the continuum beyond the different timelines? What about Spock's brother Cybok? What about Spock's sister Mike Bach? It would be funny if Ed got a dog on the Orville and called him Brian. That also will never happen, but he might get a dog. He might get a dog, but he'll never call it Brian. It'll probably have some scientist name. Like Mr. Wizard. Come on, Mr. Wizard. Let's go. Let's go. I would think the Q... Oh, yeah, I said the continuum. Yeah, the Q continuum. The Q expands across the multiverse. Yeah, I could see that as well. Mirror Q equals James Woods. Says Larry Peterson. Yeah, James Woods basically is the Mirror Universe version of John Delancey. Yeah, I could see that. That's what it's like in real life. You might as well do it on the show as well. Q is multiversal beings. They live outside the time and space continuum. So, wouldn't it be amazing if we had a Mirror Universe story, Star Trek, Mirror Universe story, and the Q that we all know and love is in that story as well. He just visits that universe sometimes. He's just as much as into the Mirror Universe as he is into the regular verse. All right, Christina, it's bedtime. I get it. Time to go to bed. He called the dog Meg. Yeah, that he might do. Why season 3 of the Orville in late 2020? Because it's a big show. Season 3 is going to have some really big stuff going on. But season 2, it's the same as season 2. It takes a year and a half to make a season of the Orville. It doesn't take a year. Each episode is going to be a movie, basically, is the plan, is what Seth MacFarlane's saying. Each episode will be like a mini 1-hour movie. Not a 42-minute movie, not a 46-minute movie, closer to an hour movie. No more deleted scenes. No more scenes getting deleted. Everything's going to be put in there, all the reactions they want. They're finally going to have the creative freedom that they weren't given before to do the show the way that they always wanted to do the show, and the way the fans really want the show to be. So it's a wait, but remember the wait between season 1 and 2 was crazy long. But we kept it going. We kept the excitement for season 2 going that entire time, and we're going to do the same thing for season 3. At least I plan on doing that. Seth is just about the hardest working man in Hollywood. Bless him. Yeah, he is extremely... I don't know how he finds the time. I don't know how he finds the time at all. He just must have... He must not sleep. Crochet Kitty. F-bombs! I don't think we're going to be getting any F-bombs or alien boobies in the Orville, but we will be getting all of the story. We'll be getting more story in every episode. We won't... I don't think they're really interested or care about, dropping F-bombs or whatever. But, there'll be a little bit racier stuff, I'm sure. A little bit racier jokes or situations that they had to calm down on for network release. Brian Dawkins, how much do you pay for Hulu? I think the base is $6.99, or is it $5.99 or $6.99? $6.99. To me, Hulu has been for years more important than Netflix, because that's where I watch all the most recent television. It's all on Hulu. all my shows, all my stories, even the Orville these last couple of years, I watch it on Hulu. $6.99 with commercials. But I pay for once they introduced, a couple of years ago, they introduced the no commercials plan, which I've never even heard of that before. And so I was like, oh, let me try it. So I did the trial. They had a trial. And all of a sudden I'm watching stuff with no commercials. I'm like, this is the best thing. I can never go back. I actually let it, I can't, it was a free trial. Once the trial was over, the commercials came back. And the commercials aren't even a lot. It's okay. But I was like, I don't have to watch commercials anymore. So I instantly upgraded. I probably pay $10 for the no commercial plan, but I've done it for years. So I'm guessing. So I don't even pay attention to what I pay anymore. But I think the base is $6.99. But like I said, hey, there you go. Matthew's saying it as well. When Disney Plus comes out, which I know a lot of us plan on getting Disney Plus. I plan on getting Disney Plus. One of the things Disney Plus is going to offer is one of their bundles is going to be Disney Plus, ESPN, and Hulu, all for $12.99. So goodbye, Netflix. There's no point in you anymore. All the shows are going to be over on Disney Plus and Hulu and NBC when eventually NBC gets their streaming app up and running. Rob Crawford says, Pornhub doesn't carry the Orville Teppo. Well, if you know how to search, you can find the Orville on Pornhub. You just got to type in Creepy Sex Lagoon. Orange is the New Black made Netflix worth it. There's a lot of shows that have made Netflix kind of worth it certain times of year. And that's the thing. We live in an a la carte world now when it comes to these streaming apps, which is great. It's way better. No contract. So I've had it where I've only subscribed to HBO during the couple months where a show that I like is airing. And then I cancel it and then, go get another app that has a show that I want to watch. And I just subscribe for a month or two. The show's done. And a lot of shows now are all dropped at once. I hope they don't do that with the Orville. But a lot of shows are dropped at once. So you can just get that service for 1 month, watch the whole thing that you want to watch, and a couple other things because you got it for a month, and then cancel it. That's just the world we live in now. Yeah, Amazon Prime is amazing. It didn't used to be. Well, I signed up for Amazon Prime because of the shipping and discounts and stuff. The video, I was like, that's nothing I want to watch. Now they got the greatest damn shows on there. Originals. The Boys is amazing. Good Omens. There's all kinds of other stuff. Now, with CBS All Access, I'll, of course, will be subscribing again to CBS All Access when Picard comes out. But there is actually a show that CBS is coming out with that I would subscribe to CBS All Access for. They're going to be doing the new The Stand, Stephen King's The Stand series. I'm down for that. I will watch that. I will subscribe to CBS All Access for that. I hope it comes out during the same time as Picard, because then I can watch them both within the same subscription period. Hey, Kevin Scott, thank you so much.
Oh my God. Oh God, my God. It's so good. This is unbelievable. It's so good.
Q created disco to torment us. Yeah, he created the show and he created disco in the 70s just to torture us. Yeah, Grace and Frankie is a really good show. There's a lot of shows on Netflix, but to me, I just don't watch a lot of Netflix shows. I just watch reruns of The Office, Parks and Recreation, and The Good Place, and that's it. But I have access to those on all the other apps. Hulu has all those things as well. Hulu has all the Star Trek series as well as some of the movies, unlike Netflix, which doesn't have any Star Trek movies. But they do have all the series. But Hulu has all the complete Twilight Zone series, the classic Twilight Zone, all Star Trek series. So I really don't need Netflix. I mean, every other month they come out with a comedy special that I might be interested in seeing, but I can usually take it or leave it. Dr. Scott Giles says The Tick was canceled. What was it? I didn't know about that. Amazon Prime's The Tick. Oh my God, I absolutely loved it. It was the perfect live action. It got the feel, and it's just a good high quality show. Season 1 and Season 2 are on Amazon. I highly recommend watching them. Absolutely insane. But yeah, I thought they were going to do another one. I mean, I don't know. I didn't look into it. I just assumed. That sucks, though. I was really looking forward to another season. Kathia Star says, outrage! Now, in this day and age on the internet, we're outraged at everything. If somebody says, hey, how you doing? What? How dare you? But that is something, the cancellation of The Tick, Kathia, that's a good reason to have outrage. So you are justified in your emotions right there. Lone Puppy, hey JP, do I show up twice on your stream? I don't know. Maybe you're not so lone, puppy. I don't even know how to look. No, I just see you once on mine. Are you talking about like you post a comment and then it just shows up one after the other? On my screen, it's just the one. Amazon keeps track on if people watch things or not. Well, I'm sure all the apps do. I'm sure there's no point of having a streaming app if they're not going to be keeping track of what people are watching. So maybe people weren't just watching it. It's a crazy show, but once you get into it, and if you're already a fan of The Tick, you'll instantly be into it. But yeah, if people aren't watching it, they're not watching it. Yeah, Good Omens was incredible. Now we're not going to be getting any more Good Omens. It was never planned, even though they say season 1. It was never planned to do any more than that. John Paul Fidel says, do you know that on Disney Plus you can watch all of the Star Wars movies and Marvel movies too, including the Orville also? I don't even know if the Orville is going to be on there, but the Orville will be on Hulu, which of course is owned by Disney as well. And it's all part of it. You know, Disney Plus, Hulu, they're all supporting each other because it's the same company. So, but yes, every single Star Wars movie, every one of them, is going to be on Disney Plus. Every single Marvel movie will be on Disney Plus. Every Pixar movie, every Disney movie, including the Vault, the Disney Collection Vault films, those are going to be on there, all available, as well as a bunch of other stuff, but also new series, the Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, which I'm actually looking forward to, which is a good feeling. It's nice because I'm done. I think I'm done with Star Wars on the big screen, but I think Star Wars can do some really great stuff on the small screen, so I'm looking to see what they do with The Mandalorian. That's going to be on Disney Plus, which I also think they have another Star Wars series that they're going to be coming out with as well. There's also some Marvel series, TV series coming out Disney Plus as well. It's going to be Falcon and Winter Soldier. Well, it's not Falcon, is it? Is his name Falcon? The guy that's supposed to be Captain America now? Anyway, it's Winter Soldier and Falcon. They're having their own show, and I think it's the dudes from the movies. I think it's the same actors. They're going to be the stars of it. As well as a bunch of other original programming that's going to be Star Wars and Marvel related. Oh, as well as Disney related. I believe they're remaking... they're doing a Home Alone for Disney Plus. They're doing a live action Lady and the Tramp. They're doing some other big name title stuff too. I can't remember right now. Star Wars movies are dead to me. Yeah, I can take them or leave them. Well, I don't even take them anymore. I'm just like, I'm just bored. Of course, I'm going to be going to see Episode 9, of course, right away. But I'm not really excited for it, really. I'm not hating on it. I'm just like, let's go finish this thing. And we're not going to get any more Star Wars movies for a couple years. That's already been confirmed. MCU is dead as the snap. Yeah, Phase 4 is starting in November, I believe. And I'm excited for all the cosmic stuff. I've really fallen in love with all the cosmic Marvel films. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok. I wasn't caring about Thor anymore until they came out with Ragnarok and he went into the cosmic universe. I was like, oh, this is amazing. I've loved what they've been doing with that. I'm so glad that Endgame and Infinity Wars was basically all, you know, it was basically the cosmic universe, despite the fact that the Avengers were there. I wonder if Disney will spread itself too thin. I don't think they will. I think they have all the money. They just own everything. It's not even that they're spreading themselves out. What they're doing is they're just like taking all the other things and saying you're all on our team now, so that they don't have to spread themselves too thin, but still make all that sweet, sexy, filthy money. Oh, what about the Doctor Who rumors? Michael Sheen? Ooh, I don't know. I remember the rumors that, what's his face? The half man, Tyrion Lannister, was going to be Doctor Who. Which I didn't like, because I'm like, I don't want an American Doctor Who. Even if he's using his fake-ass accent, I don't want it. Michael Sheen would be absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. So if they get Michael Sheen, I am 100% on board for that, but we'll see. I have no idea, no clue at all, no clue when it comes to rumors. But also, I haven't been keeping track of Doctor Who rumors. Yeah, Good Omens could have gone on. The thing is it's what's his face, Neil Gaiman and the other dude that created Good Omens, but the other dude, the other writer. He passed away a couple years ago, and the two of them had like a pact that they would never do Good Omens, you know, not together. They would always do it together. So a lot of the ideas that they came up with for a second book, they put into the series. And Neil Gaiman's like, oh, you know, we used a lot of those ideas that him and I came up with in this season, so we can kind of get a little bit more of a continuation than what the books had. But also, I'm not going to be doing another series because I wouldn't want to do it without my bro. Which, you know, hey, yeah, Dinklage. I respect the hell out of that. Disney is evil. Wish it would burn to the ground. Yeah, well, I'm of the opinion that most corporations, even the good ones, have a bit of that evilness in them, or else they wouldn't be household names. I'm just about now where, with the world the way it is, I'm like, if you're going to be evil, at least entertain me while being evil. And Disney entertains me. A lot of evil corporations entertain me. Most of the things that we like, all of us, are made by evil corporations. Hey, Gobi Thought, thank you very much.
Weird how some guys can treat a woman that way and somehow just not be bothered by it.
Thank you, Gobi Thought. I forgot all about these. Let's open up some Marvel cards. Some Orville cards. Morville. Let's see what we got in this pack. I'm really hoping we get some, oh, there we go. If we get some collector stuff, that would be amazing. And just totally circumstantial and random. Let's see what we got here. I haven't looked at them. Let's see what we got. Oh, Latchcomb in the house. Ed won, you guys. Here's his victory. Here's his win. Photo finish. My favorite episode of season 1. Oh, and we have Firestorm. This is Ed and Alara having a heart-to-heart where he's like, don't be a wuss. Why don't you talk to your parents? I hired you to do this job. You could do the job. Alara said, I don't want to. I don't think I can handle it. I'm scared of fire. And he's like, no, go talk to your parents. They're not dicks. She's like, that's true. The Orville Priya, Mr. Potato Head, and his bucket of fun. That was the first episode where I'm like, oh my god, they did something ridiculous. Mr. Potato Head pieces, absolutely ridiculous. If the writers just told a random person what they were planning, the person would be like, that's a horrible idea. Totally worked. 100% believable that would have happened, that Gordon would have done that. Oh! New dimensions. This is when the Orville was inside that bubble that John created, because John's a smart brain, so they didn't get crushed. Oh yeah, there you go. It's a little bit better lit on that side right there. 2D space was absolutely incredible to see put onto the screen. And command performance. I love this episode, not only because it had heart and the crew were rallying behind the idea of going to go against Union orders and go save the captain and commander, and they're all like, yeah, we're gonna go do it, and they're running. I was like, oh, finally, when was the last time in a sci-fi show I saw people excited to go on a mission and go fight against the odds to save somebody and be like, high-fiving each other? It was absolutely amazing. But also that episode had a really cool Twilight Zone vibe to it with that Calivan Zoo. They wake up in that zoo, just like that one of my favorite episodes of the Twilight Zone with Roddy McDowall when he goes into that zoo, that he's put into that Martian zoo. Is absolutely amazing. Let's open up the next pack. That episode had faith of the heart. It really did. 'Cause I've got faith of the Orville. Alright, let's see here. Other pack. Open that bad boy up. I opened these 2 packs up with a little bit less grace than all the card videos I used to do. Let's see exactly what we got here. And card number 1. Old Wounds, where it all began, you guys. We find when Ed meets his crew. Well, he doesn't get to meet his XO yet. He doesn't meet Kelly, but he meets the rest of the crew. An absolutely amazing scene. Now, if you go back to Old Wounds, the pilot episode, I am pretty sure Isaac's his helmet, Mark Jackson's helmet, his mask, I believe it's a slightly different design than later on. I think his head is smaller in that episode, or the mask is smaller. Let me know what you guys think about that. Every time I see it, I'm like, looks different. Majority Rule, our first thinking outside of the box episode. We go to a world not too much unlike our own. And then John had to wear pants. He thought he was going to be castrated if he leaned forward. The wound still hasn't healed. Old Wounds again, the anti-banana ray at work. I love that in the very first episode, we get the anti-banana ray. This was one of the first things that we as fans latched onto, the anti-banana ray and hugging the donkey. By the time the second episode came around, everybody was quoting those 2 lines. I remember that. I love that in the season 2 finale, the 2-part finale, really, tomorrow, and The Road Not Taken was a 2-parter, essentially. I love that they brought it all back to this. I am thinking this needs to come up, the anti-banana ray, the Arnov device needs to come up again in season 3. You can change the entire universe with that device. Something's got to, the Krill got to, not the Krill, but maybe the Kalon, because the Kalon are completely aware of this device. Everybody's going to be after this thing. Even the Calivan are going to want something like that. They probably don't have that type of technology either. Firestorm. When I first got this card, when I was opening packs, I thought it was a ship card. But a ship card looks way. This is a cool card, but a ship card looks way cooler than this. And I'll show you one here. I got one. No, I don't. Yes, I do have one within arm's length. And then the Krill episode. This is Ted and Kelly talking to Admiral Izawa. She's telling them, hey, we need you to go and infiltrate the Krill. What? We meet Chris and Devin. Jesper says, JP, how was it looking with Patreon subscribers? Well, every month the Patrons go, further down and down, which makes sense. That happens sometimes, certain parts of the year. But as far as getting the 25 new Patreons in the month of August in order to give away this highly sought after, the best card in the deck, mirror bridge card for Captain Mercer, for Seth MacFarlane's mirror bridge card, you guys. This thing is the best card in the damn deck. Just happened to open a pack, and there it was all of a sudden. What? I think the count is 3. I think we've gotten 3 new patrons. I haven't looked in the last few hours, but once we get to 25, everyone who responds to the post below, the link is right down there below. All the Jaloja Squad tier members and above that respond will be entered to win the drawing to win that card. If you win, I'll send it right to you, as well as an autographed Egotastic FunTime card, which I don't have within arm's reach. So all you got to do to enter to win is just sign up to be a patron this month. And if you're sign up for the Jaloja Squad or higher, you will be entered to win that card. But if you're just a lower tier, all tiers who respond will be entered to win the 72 card base set. And right now there's only like maybe 15 people that are entered that responded to that post, even though I got 150 some patrons. So the chances of winning are pretty damn good. So I highly recommend it if you're interested in supporting the channel or winning the month of August. You only have to be active this month. Click on there on the link below. Sign up for the month. You will be entered to win, but you got to make sure you respond to the post so that I know, what names to put into the hat when I dig it out. And I'll be announcing, just so you guys know, I'll be announcing the winner. I'll be giving you guys reminders as well, because I don't want you guys to miss out. But the winner will be announced on August 31st, which is a Saturday. That way there's enough time for everybody to enter in August to make sure that your ticket is in there. What's up, LGL Studios? Photo motion. LGL Studios photo motion. Get your motion today or a photo at LGL Studios. Limited Liability Corporation. Hey JP, do you know if Season 3 is going to be available for purchase on Amazon? I usually prepay. I do too, actually, by the way, LGL. I usually prepay for the season and watch them when they're available the next day. I don't know. That's the way they've been doing it. And they were on Hulu, but now it's a Hulu exclusive. Possibly. I really don't know. That's one of the things they haven't put out the information yet. I do know that other Amazon exclusives, like The Handmaid's Tale, is available for purchase on Amazon, but I don't know if there's a delay in when it's released or not compared to when it comes out on Hulu. So I don't know yet, but let me tell you, the second I find out, I will be letting everybody know. I'm going to be doing a video about it. One of the reasons I haven't put out a video yet, even though I'm going to put one out tomorrow about the Hulu stuff, is because I've been waiting on a few questions like that to be answered. But I'm like, hey, I'm just going to answer the questions that I do know at this point tomorrow. And, as other information comes in, I'll just make another video. Ain't no thing but a chicken wang, you guys. Go be thaw, thank you so much.
Lachlan's, many of them, ready to be adventurous.
Please don't discriminate against super chatters. Never would I discriminate against super chatters. But no, this is Patreon Appreciation Month, you guys. I've had Patreons for so long, and I put stuff out on the Patreon page, but I haven't done anything super special. So it's I'm gonna start doing super special stuff for the patrons. But also next month, I'm gonna start doing raffle tickets that are able to be purchased for certain prizes. If it's a good prize, I'm gonna on egotasticfuntime.com. I'll have raffle tickets that can be purchased for that prize, which not only helps support the channel but also enters you to win. I guess I'll make them $1, and the more you buy, the more your name gets put into the hat, I guess. But we'll figure it out. I got lots of cool stuff. I think next month there'll be some Orville stuff to to do for the giveaways, but I got some Star Wars collector's items. So I think next month we might do a Star Wars theme for the giveaways. But also we'll be doing 72 card base sets going forward. But I'm going to use them to try to, get support for the channel as well. So however that ends up being, I don't know if it's Patreon, I don't know if it's raffle tickets. I have to figure that out. But I'm thinking we're going to do a special Star Wars giveaways next month, I think. Or maybe I should wait until we get closer to Star Wars being released. It's Star Trek, not Wars. No, I'm talking about Star Wars. Star Wars. You know that thing that George Lucas created? Star Wars. I have some Star Wars collectibles. Some good ones that I've never shown anyone. They've just been in a box. Not seeing the light of day for a very long time. For almost 25 years. Super chatters are chiliac trash. Hey! No, they're not. XNR Comics says, we must return to the dance. We must! We must return, you guys! I'm getting dizzy. Oh my god. That was crazy. I shouldn't have done that. That makes me want to go.
She speaks with the might of 100 soldiers.
Oh, we're getting into the songs again. Hey, Hiroshi loves you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I quit. I quit right now. I cannot work here anymore.
Hello from Munich. And then, of course, we'll be doing a lot of giveaways until season 3. Oh, do I not even have... I was going to show you guys my specialty cards. I don't... they must be in the other room. Next time. We got a lot of Orville Thursday nights to talk about stuff, and it doesn't even apply this month anyway. But I'm figuring we'll do giveaways for all of the collector cards from the Orville that I've collected. It's International Geologia Goodness. Oh, and Hiroshi says, hello from Munich. What? That's a very different time zone than where I'm at right now. Hiroshi loves you. Me? All right, good night, Kathia. What time is it, you guys? Is it good night for all of us? It's just about good night for all of us, too. Smoke those Mocklin cigs. Smoke weed every day. So yeah, I haven't been doing my Bob Grimes says JP's living on Tulsa time. That's true. I haven't been doing my Twitch streams this week because I'm like, oh, I need to really buckle down and do what I can to save Egotastic FunTime, because it's not doing that great this summer. YouTube has its ups and downs. The new algorithm really threw me for a loop. That's for dang sure. So I'm like, okay, I need to just nothing but videos on Egotastic FunTime and just go hardcore. Things like that. I got the desk. We're doing a stream and I'm standing up. Look at this. There's so much room for activities, you guys. But I haven't been doing my Twitch streams, but I really miss them. So I'm going to be getting back to Twitch streams soon. I just don't know if it'll be tomorrow or if we'll just wait until they go back to usual schedule this Monday. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I might do it. Well, I've got so many things to do on Egotastic FunTime on this channel tomorrow, as well as I want to do a Netflix watch party on here to watch Amok Time. Plus, I need to do some research for. I might put this will be next week. I'm going to do a review for season 1 of Making History, which is a great show. It only got 1 season. It got canceled the same year that the Orville came out. And if you like the Orville, if you like the comedy aspects of the Orville, this is a great show. It has that type of comedy to the nth degree. but with time travel stuff and a lot of pop culture references. A fun show. Got canceled, but it had a full season. Highly recommend it. I'm going to be talking about it next week. But I want to do some research because there's more to talk about than just the show. About the epidemic of things getting canceled all the time. Jason Espinoza, thank you very much.
Let's go!
Hey, Jason Espinoza, thank you very much. There are four new patrons. I see 4 patrons. Thank you very much, Jason. So we got 4. Well, there might even be more than that now. We'll have to wait and see. Once we get to 25, and of course we got all of August to do it. If we get to 25, we'll be doing the giveaway for the Mirror Universe, the Captain Mercer Mirror Bridge card, which I do not want to part with. I love it. I absolutely love it. But hey, it's not doing me any good sitting in a box, right? So one of you lovely people should get it if you're excited about it. If that's something that you would want to own and have in your hands, like I do right now. It's in my hands. You should get it. You deserve it more than I deserve it. But thank you very much, Jason. Links down below if you want to become a patron, you guys. That's my go-to being cheeky laugh. You guys know that already. Exactly, JP. Dump Twitch. I love Twitch. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. But also, I'm just really, right when we left, the last Twitch stream we did was Friday, and we just got to the point where we're going to be doing the Polito bank job. Oh, that's my favorite mission in the whole game. I'm fiending to do it right now. I want to play it so bad. I love that mission, but I gotta concentrate on Egotastic FunTime this week. Hardcore. JP, you should frame that card. A full-size frame. It would look silly. Oh, that would be great. Well, maybe one of you guys will be doing that. If we get those Patreons, one of you guys is going to win. All right, good night, Roz. Thanks for stopping by. And actually, that's a good sign. I should be saying good night as well. Echofon says, "I'll buy the mirror card for $8,000. Sold." Sold, Echofon. You are the winner of the mirror card. No, the mirror card's worth some money, but it's not worth that much money. You go hard in the paint, JP. Hey, what's up, Philip? How you doing? Night, Joel. We need to meet up in the Orville fan experience. Absolutely. Brian says, JP, please don't go. Don't go, girl. JP, does upgrades count as a new Patreon? Dark Star. I've thought about that. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Because we need to get the actual number up. The number won't go up. But if you are at least in the... If we get the number that we're hitting, Dark Star, and you are in the Geloja Squad tier, you will be entered to win the mirror card. So if you're already there, you're good. We'll get it. We got the whole rest of the month, and I'm going to keep putting out messages, and we'll be talking about it here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I think it's going to happen. It's 25. That's nothing. Well, it's something, but we can do it. It's a totally achievable number. 100, on the other hand, that'd be tough, because if we got 100, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for my Orville ship, but we're not going to get 100. That's going to be my ship by the end of the month. Don't you worry about it. Hey, guys, that's not going anywhere. that I'll probably do a raffle for on the website. And then once we reach, enough tickets to recoup the price of the ship, then we'll give it away. Because that thing ain't cheap. Rhonda needs the JP beauty all to herself right now. I don't know. I just got a lot of love to give, man. It seems unfair just to not spread it around, You've been on an hour and a half. I have, and I've been standing up the whole time, which is my new thing. That's my new thing. I'm a stander. I'm not a sitter. JP will cry when the ship has left dry dock. Hey, Curtis Tate, thank you very much for the upgrade. But it's only 11:27 a.m., says Bryce Dodd. All right, you guys, I do have to get going because I got a lot more stuff to do. I have, one of you guys asked me, because, you know, I'm also upping my t-shirt design game. One of you guys asked me to design a Splosions shirt. And in the middle of the night, a couple nights ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and it just came to me. So I have a Splosions shirt idea, which is something that I think Angry Nerd Troll would wear. It's a shirt he would love to wear. Has one of his heroes on it. So I'm going to be designing a Splosions shirt pretty soon. Maybe tonight or tomorrow. Get that going. Also have, you know, we've done a lot of Seth Trek shirts and whatnot. So, and there are some Egotastic FunTimes shirts available on the merch store as well. The link is down below. But I have some other Egotastic FunTime logo designs that I'm going to be doing as well, including a retro shirt, which is already mostly designed. I just have to egofy it a little bit. I make these things from scratch, you guys. Do you sell wife beaters? Well, if you really want a wife beater, Philip, well, that sounded rude. If you really want one, I can. If you're gonna buy it, I can do it for sure. I can. What do you want? A Seth Trek or Egotastic FunTime? You just let me know. I can get it going. Brian Dawkins likes the 2 shirts. Brian Dawkins walk around in style. All right, Dr. Scott, we'll see ya. Okay, let's end this. I appreciate you guys for showing up. I got a lot of work to do on the Egotasticness, some Orville stuff coming out tomorrow, and a little bit of Axanar / Star Trek conversation with Alec Peters from Axanar on Egotastic Talks will be coming out tomorrow. It's about a 18-minute conversation, all nice and edited into a nice, tight package. Oh, yeah, tight. That's how we like it, tight, high and tight. Coming out tomorrow as well. Just want to get some nice links acquired so I can put it into the show notes and things like that. So I'll see you guys very soon. And if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. I just have to press the right button. So, you guys, okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today, and I talked about it. How about you? We got a ways to wait for season 3 of the Orville, but I think together with the power of our fandom, we can make it so that, you know, ain't no thing. We can get to season 3 like, oh, it's here already? Jeez, I had no idea. You can let me know what you think by joining the conversation below. And don't forget, if you want to enter in for the 2 drawings, 72 card base set of the Orville Season 1 cards or that Captain Mercer bridge card, the link is down below. Also, do not forget, you guys, there's a lot of things not to forget. Next week on Wednesday, the Orville New Beginnings Part 2 of 2, the comic book, comes out on Wednesday. Link is down below to order it from Amazon. That's how I'm getting it. And on next week's live show, we're going to be doing a live reading of Part 2. Just like we did last month with Part 1, Part 2 is coming up next week. We're going to be doing a live reading. We're going to talk about it, see what we learned from this episode, see how Captain Mercer and Gordon get out of that mess, and see what those little weird penguin dudes have been doing with the USS Burton all this time. It's going to be crazy, and I can't wait to find out the exciting conclusion to New Beginnings, the Orville Season 1.5. I'll see you very soon, and as always, I hope all your times are Egotastic FunTimes. Love you, bye-bye.
Egotastic FunTime, we're gonna have a great time. Egotastic FunTime, give me all your money. Give him all your money. You will find it funny. Just give me money. I love money. Give me all your 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 money.